All right. So I was told a while ago to ignore some things until the 25th. Um, then said interested party said, no, go do it now. Like, oh, okay. So I figured what I would do is up to this point, here's what I have gotten for my birthday so far. Shit, I think I put the other one in a box. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. But it was a Boba Fett T-shirt that Cooj Lady D got me, and then got me a official game puck. And I always thought these were cool, the little mini goalie masks. So, um, apparently Cujo still thinks after all this time, my birthday's in April. She was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Dude, you're actually early." Well, whatever. So, those have been here for a bit. And then over the weekend, I want to say it was Saturday, I believe. Yeah, I want to say it was Saturday. And I gotta be careful with this. This came in, and I can't turn it around because it has my address on it, and those are just the things I don't do. And then when I came home from work today, I was handed this, which I had just confirmed that in my own words, he wanted me to go one more again as far as the Spidey bags. So I was like, all right. He goes, well, go open them because apparently he's impatient. Because I would perfectly fine waiting until next Thursday. It didn't bother me at all. So again, I got to be careful because so apparently this is on a Ferris wheel, and I'm Otto on the toilet. I have a feeling I know what this is just based off of that alone. Um, this was the next little thing. Achtung. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. You shit. Yep. So I'm guessing that's why it says on the toilet, and that's why it's at the top of this because that in a test chamber. It actually says in a test chamber. All right. I don't know how that's gonna go about doing that, but Nava, you did too much. Um, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. As soon as this is over, I'll start charging and maybe doing, I guess, maybe updates or something, because that's kind of how this thing goes, right? So this is Spidey Bags take 3. I guess technically it is 3. Even though the first video got screwed up a little bit. And yeah, I was literally handed this as I stepped out of my car. So we'll see what happens this go around. Again, my expectations could not be any lower. I was just kind of surprised to see the shipper's address again. I went, wait a minute. I actually had to go check my eBay page to go, I know I thought about it. But I was like, no. I have to resist. Well, this damn thing is chock full this time. So we're going to do a quick flip. And it was funny on my way back, whenever I left work, I was gonna stop by a friend's shop, but apparently they're closed. And I was like, I'll go to the one down the street. Well, apparently they're closed too. I was like, is all comics closed on Monday? What the hell's going on? So I sat there and told myself, I refuse to buy it outright. At least as far as my Spider-Man 129. I refuse to buy it outright from eBay. It's such a personal book for me that I think to do it in such an impersonal way, it is just not going to do it any justification. But I said I would love to get it from a friend. And I'm thinking of going, well, the only friend that I really have that has a shop is the guy whose shop I just tried to go to. And if you ever get a chance and you're into like action figures and statues and things like that, Just Heroes in Florissant, Missouri is a good spot. So I'll give my friend a shout out on that. But this is way more than I've ever done at once, and it's almost as much as I've done since. I think it was 10 the first time. I think it was 6 or 7 the second time. I don't know. I'll have to go back through and look. But assume the positions. All right. Well, we know this one because that's Phineas and Ferb, and that's not in the 70s or anything like that. So we got. Oh, cool. 639. I don't know. Little covers like that, and even when you have how it's supposed to be, I guess, strawberry or cherry or something, it looks like it's not doing so hot. I was like little interesting covers like that. I don't know what that's all about, but I figured I keep showing the back covers for these, and we're just gonna keep showing the back covers for these. And we have got 280. I'm almost positive I got that one. That's a cool cover, though. I always found things like this to be interesting, where they just kind of go, hey, look, she's down here, just in case you didn't know whose butt that was. All right. X-Men on video. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. And we've got... Did I do this backwards? No. 376. It was close, because it's supposed to be 370 up. Oops. Tried to pull on it, and apparently just pulled the top part. So this isn't it. All right. 274. From what I remember, I think Spider-Man, more than any other comic book cover, has had ones where it's just a bunch of like disembodied heads all over the place. So I always found these to be interesting. No ads, 32 pages. Now watch. There's not a single 129 in any of these. And I don't mean this one, I just mean the dude doesn't have them. That was a good movie. The early adaptations of a lot of the Marvel animated ones I thought were fun. And then they just kind of stopped. Like, well, go back. You had some good stuff. Amazing Spider-Man 538, the Civil War run. Still such a good story. I enjoyed it. I know people were talking smack about it, but I didn't care. I remember Ugly Balls. Scary, bouncing Ugly Balls. Basically, if you're a man and you're over 40, that's what you have. All right. We've got 288. I guess that's Silver Sable down there again, just being weird and posy. All right, Casper. And we've got 402. I swear, and the 400s were so difficult to collect for the longest damn time. Have you seen this coupon before? I haven't. All right. Ooh. 138. I don't think I have that one. Bruh. Dude looks like Mr. T. Except Mr. T was never really that angry. All right, hold on. Let's pull this up here for a second. Because I'm not overly familiar with a lot of the ones under. Okay. This is showing that it's a $65 book. Not bad. But the big question is, do I have it? It takes my inventory a moment to load. Because it's 61 pages now. I think the last time I made mention of how many pages there are. Well, here, I can show you guys. Page 1 of 61. Yes, I did have 138. Because I need 216, 215, 213, 12, 11, 207, 206, 205, 203, and I will have from 179 to current. So that's kind of what my goal is. I want to get, well, not that far. I definitely want to try to get 200 to current. I already have that. I need 192 through current, which I still need, like I said, 203, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. That's it. It's all the more ones that I need. This was always an interesting one. The lizard run. That's 631 for those of you keeping score at home. Okay. Oh yeah. Yamaha. I guess keyboards and motorcycles. They're just letting you know what's going on. Why are you 279? When we had 280 earlier. I like consistency. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's the only one that's coming to mind. Continuity, that's what it is. Avengers, so we're on this end, and we have got, excuse me, 645. Again, where it's like they're less disembodied this time, but there's a lot of faces around here. I haven't seen that on too many other, we'll say, comic book heroes. So, in case you wanted to do them fissions. And we have 168. That's a cool cover. That one doesn't look familiar, but it does show that I have it. This is why I have an inventory, kids. I don't think. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Which isn't surprising because once I start getting to the points where I'm like zero focusing in on everything, I start going, all right, I have to look for this one. I got to do this one. And this is one I'm looking for. I did that for the second volume. Second volume of Amazing Spider-Man was a pain in my ass to get a hold of, man. Spidey toothbrush. Spitting toothpaste webs. All right. All right. 651. Such a weird expression on her face. It's just very peculiar. But that's okay. See, now I want to try and see if I can collect that board game. I got too many board games and I never play them. All right, and we've got 368, literally one away from the cutoff from the early issues. All right. By yourself in a bigger, bolder way. Harley Davidson's. $6.94. See, a lot of these older ones, and I say older ones like in the 600s, for me it was always just kind of going, I don't remember a lot of these, but there was some that I would just keep going to the shop, buy them, take them back, go to the shop, buy them, take them back. It's like I'm not reading them yet. I want to get to a certain point, and I guess it got to the point to where the few most recent ones, which I don't know if I said this before, but J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams, which I'm guessing is his brother or something like that, had a Spider-Man run that they did very recently. It's just a 5-issue one. That was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that one. I don't know if I could say that I would enjoy anything else J.J. Abrams does, considering other licenses he's completely tarnished, but that was actually a good one. So if you get a chance to read J.J. Abrams' just Spider-Man run, do so. It was a good 5-part one, and I read it all in a night because it was just pretty much that good. All right, that guy's smiling now. So that's who's smiling now. 122. Oh shit. I do not have 122. All right, this is just after the death of Gwen Stacy. I think that's the one where he kills Green Goblin, isn't it? No fucking way. Hold on. We're putting this in a bagging board immediately. Yeah. According to where I go to price my books, this is a $700 book. So this is going into a bagging board pronto. So, and yeah, that's directly after the death of Gwen Stacy. That's too small. That's too big, but that'll do for now. I would rather have it in something it can fit in. Yeah, just a tad too much over there. That's why that one didn't look familiar, because I was gonna go, man, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get the 121. Um, the big one between 100 and 200 is 129, and that's my holy grail. The next biggest one is 101, and I'm going, do I really want to drop like $2,500 on the first appearance of Morbius? Just to be able to say I have the everything but the first 100 issues of Amazing Spider-Man? Like, I don't know, man. That game sounds familiar. I think I've played that one. Just the picture in the cover of the game doesn't look familiar. But alright, we've got 406. And this is when it was Ben Reilly for a while. Dreadstar. Alright. And we've got 257. I always had to sit there and wonder, the artist that had Spider-Man in the black costume, if they weren't going, oh, thank God. The amount of webs and spider lines I don't have to draw right now is fantastic. I love it. I don't care what anybody says, that was Frank Castle. Prove me wrong. You can't. Alright. And this was 506. The J. Michael Straczynski run. That'd be crazy to pull it. I keep forgetting that 300 is in here. Like, I keep thinking anything pre-200 is what I really would like to see. And, well, pre-220. All right, we've got 291. Again, oh, this is Spider Slayer. I thought it said Silver Sable. I don't think fighting in a construction yard as Spider-Man would probably be the best place for you. Because the amount of webs and things that you could have stick to things and all the I-beams. Interesting. I don't know. This is where my head goes. Whatever that book is. $668. Oh yeah, the Spider Island run. And I know Dan Slott wrote a ton of Spider-Man. I wonder how, I don't remember how long his run was in there. I want to say it was more than 10 years. Kind of like Chris Claremont in the X-Men. He just kept going. He's like, I got more stuff to tell and to do in here, so give me some time. Now the realms are yours to conquer. And we've got, 333. I think that was the second cover appearance of Venom. Oh no, it was way before then. Because 316 was his first cover appearance. I just find it crazy that that's pretty much the only reason why that book is as expensive as it is because this is the first time he was on the cover. Yeah, but it's the same damn costume, so why are people freaking out about it? Whatever. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. This was such a terrible game. Those LJN or Tiger games, God, those were terrible. You youngins don't know nothing about that. 384. I was gonna say that looks like Bagley. I always did like how Bagley drew him, to he's just sort of kind of sinewy. I think Gabriel Delato is probably the second best one because he made it so that the eyes weren't so stinking big; they were more slotted. And I don't know. I always thought that was more of a I'm not here to take any shit kind of motif, if you will, to his costume, and I really enjoyed that one. Um, Marvel telling you to go be an astronaut because not even Cap is out there. All right, 268. Now we start seeing the little kind of shadowy things of how he flips all over the place, which the PlayStation 4, I guess it was, title and eventually came to Steam. That was such a great way for you to sit there and figure out just the ins and outs of all of it. And there was a point where you're swinging around after you find out that Miles was acting weird and talking about all of these mathematical equations, and he talks about the length that you would need if you're the fulcrum or the pendulum, like to maintain a certain distance. He goes, who needs to know all that? He goes, you do. You absolutely need to know that because you are the pendulum. Oh, that makes sense. So even thinking that all of his calculations that he does in mid-swing is kind of ridiculous to me. I just be like, sounds right, and off I go. But if you want some Wolverine bedwear, because that's what your bed wears. 605. I think it was 602. There was a lot of them in the early 600s that J. Scott Campbell had some covers on that I got when they came out. So I've had them for a while. But I'm going, I don't know, man, to try and collect those when I didn't just pay $3 or $4 for it. I don't know. Case you want a dolly. All right, we've got. I about had a heart attack. 176. What the hell does that mean? All right, past self, help me out here. So I have 176 written, but I wrote TM in parentheses behind it. I don't know what that means. Like 122, when it gets cataloged in here, once I'm done, is going to have a KBY after it. As well, any of these that I don't have. Because I like to keep tabs on who has helped fuel the collection and say specifically which issues. But TM, I don't know what the hell that is. That's gonna be driving me nuts. Get the Marvel toys, and we've got. Oh, I always thought this was such a cool cover. The way they just kind of, yeah, this is just a really, really badass cover. 641, just in case you want to know the number and can't read it. There was just something just really cool about going, well, if we kind of make all the blue blend in, oh, that's so awesome. Happy to see a second one of those. Or is it more than that? I don't know. I have it marked 625 to 689. So who knows? Honeycomb. I remember doing some of these on the back. Sitting there trying to take your pencil and make it on there while you're eating your cereal before it gets soggy. 270. Cap telling me can't beat Fire Lord. Want to bet? I'm still stoked I got 122, man. Like that. To see 121 would be awesome. Pretty sure Brooklyn didn't have the Nets. I don't remember. I don't follow any of that basketball stuff. This is $6.99. It's so weird. It looks like this is a brain, and that these are like the spinal cord that comes out to the tentacles and stuff. Very interesting. I don't remember that cover. But again, like I said, anything 500 and to present, if I see, I just go, I already got it, and I move on. And all the 400s, I can start doing the same. Like, I already got it, and I move on. And 300s, I'm like, I already got it, and move on. Like I said, there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more that I'm kind of focused on. So if it's not sub 220 in the 200s, I don't really pay attention to it half the time. All right. Oh, sorry. I don't remember this game. Actually, yes, I do. There's a blast from the past. All right. We've got... No shit. Okay. So this is the key here. We're going to go inside and make sure it still has its tattoos. Holy hell. With Atari on the back, I would not have expected the first appearance of Hobgoblin. Alright, come on. Where you at? So, a fun story about this book, and now I have a fun story for both issues of this book that I have now, because I do have one. I don't think the tattoos are in here. They're not in here. That's fine though. So, both fun stories about this book. The first one that I got from when I worked with Pit Boss, and which I don't know why I was sitting there trying to find some before. It fit in here before. It's gonna fit in here again. They had their tent sale. It was the first time I'd ever had ever dealt with one. Had no idea. And I want to say it was Pit Boss herself came up to me and said, "Have you gone to see the comics in the tent sale yet?" I said, "No." She goes, "Well, they're out there." I said, "Well, what the hell? You guys are supposed to let me know." So I go rushing out there and I shop. When I tell you I got quite a few books, but this one stood out because this one was in there, and I'm just, if it looked old and it was Spider-Man or whatever, I'm just grabbing because they were all 25 cents and they were all half off. So I got an issue of Amazing Spider-Man 238 for 12.5 cents. And now I have this one to be able to say that I got it out of a grab bag because Navi gave me another round of this. And just in case you are wondering, since I've done it for all the others, I should do it for this too. 238 should be about a $500 book, but I think without the tattoos in there, I want to say it's about a $300 to $400 book. See, Nabi, you are crazy, like good at this compared to mine. Because when I did it by myself, I got shit. Actually, no, the last one was anyway. Good old Steve Nash. $5.58. See what I tell you again? Bunch of faces on the covers. Not all of them disembodied, but a bunch of faces on the cover. I'm telling you, Spider-Man has more of them than anyone else. Good old Gumby and Pokey. They should bring those two back. All right. 285. See, seeing stuff like this makes me happy. I think I have more than a few copies of that one. Yeah, this will be my third. Not hating on it though. All right. I don't remember this one. Now on sale 3 times a month. That's the only reason why Spider-Man has just catapulted as far as he has when it comes to comic book number. Because I want to say he's closing in on 950. Let me see. I'll get some verification here on that. I can't see that. Bigger, please. Okay, more like 925. It says legacy number is 919. So you're looking at what? 7, 8 years before the 1000th book. So that'd be kind of cool. Being around for the 1000th book of Action Comics, Detective Comics, Batman, and Spider-Man. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I think Batman's up there too. I'll check on that here in a second. And this is $349 with lots of money floating all over the place. Let's open up a whole new one. Because I know I have... from New 52 to current, I have all of those. But I don't know if Batman would give me a legacy number like Marvel does. Oh, Legacy 900. The most recent issue. So Spider-Man's a little ahead. And I bet Superman's in there too, but, well, no. In case y'all are like me and you're going, yeah, but what is it? I watch hockey highlights and they'll sometimes go, yeah, and this is the greatest time whenever he just likes to, and then they move on to the next clip going, let him finish his sentence. I don't know if this will give a legacy number though. No, it doesn't. Damn. One of the series before did. Oh no, that's the Bendis series I just finished reading, and that one doesn't. Yeah, that's the Bendis series. It was a good run. I enjoyed it, and I'm not the person that reads. Yeah, there's none on there. So you'd have to do maths and stuff for Superman. All right, we got a few more, and I gotta pee, so I'm starting to do that. Let's bounce my thighs. All right, those terrible Tiger games again, and we have 383. And again, just something about the slimmer looking one that Bagley was drawing I always did enjoy. Okay. Prizes for cash. 196. It says rest in peace, May Parker. I got a lot of reading to do on these. All right, we've got 4 left. This has been a journey. I have to wonder if Nobby's on the other end going, what's going on? All right, you can have your America brush. $672. Interesting that he doesn't have his mask on. I got so much of those to read. It's ridiculous. Because I think I started reading them, I guess 2 or 3 series ago. Yeah. Whenever he had a whole big old corporate office and ran Parker Industries and was dating a dwarf. 154. Such a cool cover. I don't know what's going on with his hat, but it's just ridiculous looking. Like, let's do Gambit, but a G-string down the center. Oh, and I did not have 154. So you know what that means? We go figure out what this one's about. 154 includes Marvel Value Stamp. Was that in it? When did? Oh, that's right. That was around that time. Wonder if it's in here. So back in the mid-ish 70s, there was this stamp in here that you could cut out. And if you cut these out and sent them in, you'd get something. I don't know. And it's a $55 book, just in case you're wondering. But a lot of them, like there was basically a certain book that you could get, I want to say. I don't know, it's been a while since I looked this up, so I don't have the fresh memory in my head. But you can't get it without those stamps. But then those books become, you know, like if it's $1,000 book, it go down like about a $200-300 book. And there's collectors that'll go, oh, this is supposed to have a value stamp. They'll open them and they'll look for it. Like, is it in here? No. Oh, okay. And then they'll put it back. So, King M&M's, apparently. $518. Very interesting yet kind of terrifying cover. More ugly balls. Oh, it's the first time we've gotten a repeat during all this. Oh, that's okay though. Getting first Hobgoblin in 122 more than made up for it. I didn't know that was a DVD series. Kind of want to watch it now. Damn it. All right. $590. I don't remember this one, but I did whenever they were talking about Jonathan Hickman was writing someone out in the Fantastic Four. I do remember I collected those, and I was kind of shocked which one they got rid of. I went, really? That one? That's not the one I would have thought of, but That's what I mean. He's back now, but you know, no one ever stays dead except for Ben, our Uncle Ben, and the Gwen Stacy, you know, is from a different universe, so that's why she's not back. But yeah, all right. Spider-Man 259, back in the original suit. Oh, sorry, forgot the important part, the Frogger on the back. All right, my friends, this is it, the final one in this already way too long of a freaking video. All right. Sorry, I did that backwards. 517. No, I can already tell from here it's not it, but that's okay. Still had more than enough fun doing this. This is so much fun to me, I swear. Oh yeah, almost didn't show you Urkel for a minute there. And last one is 354 with Night Frasher, Nova, and it says Moon Knight. I don't see no Moon Knight. But yeah. All right. Sorry this took so damn long. Still super stoked about some of these that I got. Like I said, there's going to be a KBY after a couple of these because this was awesome. These are so much fun. God, I'm like, why do I have to be poor? I'm like, I'll take all of them because this is fun. Or half. But all right. Have a good night. Stay safe. And yeah, sorry this drug on so long. But have a good one, y'all. Be safe.